हेलो हेलो। तो देखो जी।
काट लेते काट लेते कोई नहीं। इन्होंने नहीं था। कोई नहीं, चार पॉइंट हो गया।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
हेलो हेलो।
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man...
And Batistuta! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Tries to play it through. Park Ji-sung. Cafu. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Batistuta. Madrid still without a single shot on target. No way through. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. Here's a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Donadoni is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's hoisted clear. And this, it's Neymar! Oh, how's that for a goal? He's got himself an absolute peach. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Oh.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim. You've got to be quick to recover this.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic.
And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Pass somewhat off target. Ruben Neves, Messi, and here's Azar. He's picked his way through. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And that has left him in a heap. And he thumps it clear. Threads one in. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a brilliant interception. Bernardo Silva is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, well measured. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Batistuta.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Throw in. Tries to pass it through. Now, can they get him away? No, it's come to nothing. Eto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Batistuta. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Now it's Kante. Azar. And it's Messi. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that's and Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Araujo clears. Great defending, strong and determined. Great vision. No, that's been intercepted. Rummenigge. Bernardo Silva. And that is a little undercooked. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Azar. In towards the towering header! And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Madrid are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Madrid can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Tries one from range! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
That is good alertness. That's a sharp pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Still just a single goal between the sides. That is good strength. He is through here! And he's heaved it away. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Costa Curta gets it away. Belletti. Bernardo Silva. Hazard. And this is Hullet. And he's picked out the run.
Toon really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Madrid have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. That's just playing it safe and simple. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Substitution.
Looking for options for movement. That is good progress on the left.
Oh, great feat, that.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Bebeto clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Madrid really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be.
He's gone for goal! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Short changes him with that pass. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
To please kindly remove any cause.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I was expecting this game to be put to bed a lot earlier,
Relief,
especially when the opponent struggled to get back into it. They could have shown greater potency.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Ruben Neves did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Matthäus tries to play it through. Now it's Batistuta. And the counter is on. Well, that pass isn't the best. Schlotterbeck. And it's Belletti.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And they've got rid. And that's going wide left. And it's Lampard. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Madrid
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Matthäus, Scholes. It's Belletti. Oh, sweet feet. And he's managed to get free. Hangs in a terrific effort. Goal! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players...
Great chance! And that's a sharp finish. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Matthäus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Matthäus. Azar. Oh, this looks sharp. Scholes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And Messi! Goal! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got it...
And that is indeed the final act. Madrid have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Madrid are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. Back on the way then. He is through here. Hazard powering forward here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Belletti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, great defending, that needed doing. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Van Balten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ruben Neves. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Rijkaard. Mateus. Now it's Villa.
Munich really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Substitutions taking place.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Scholes. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Scholes. Belletti. Nice bit of trickery. Now here's the delivery. Cleared without hesitation.
Munich really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Not the most accurate pass. Good read, needed to be. Can he get it through? And this is Forlan. He's got away. Yep, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Towering header! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Schlotterbeck really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Kilitshoy.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Dida trying to keep this in. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Shot could be on. And this is Messi. Oh, that's nice. So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Neymar. Shevchenko. Neymar. He's picked his way through. Tries to cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That is good pressure, just... Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Tchouaméni actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And that could set him on his way. Oh, well played. And he's straight offside. Neymar looking for the run. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Cole! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Cole really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired...
And Shevchenko! Magnificent! He's got himself an absolute peach. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Madrid ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? A finish right from the top draw. They are purring, truly purring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Marseille are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that is expertly dealt with. Tchouaméni, Davids. This is a promising build-up. And the pass is intercepted. Azar. Can he get it through?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Davids. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, that's fabulous. That's it, 45 minutes up. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't...
Decent chance! Glorious! A finish of true class! It's all becoming so easy. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Marseille find a position of real strength now. And it's Davids. Goes for a shot! And the keeper threw out a limb. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back.
And Messi! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Batistuta. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bernardo Silva! And somehow he kept it out.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
And here's Dembele. Great ball, and he's in. And the shot! Well, now he's picked. And another try! And no mistake. And that is his 50th goal for his current club. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this?
Number 4.
Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Bebeto. Number 13.
It's Bebeto.
Number 24. Danny Olmo. Number 10.
Bebeto plowing through the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Ruben Neves. Showing good feet. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Can he spark a counter here? Looking for a runner. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. Totti. And this is Inzaghi. Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids. Neymar running at top gear. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's intervened well there. Has a look and plays it forward. And the number on the board is 3. Now, can they get him away? Good read, needed to be. Dani Olmo. And they can counter here. And this is Bebeto. And we're done. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Madrid desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Now, and there's a chase on. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
Gullit. That's a clever-looking ball. And he's managed to get rid. And this is Batistuta. Lovely. And he shoots! And he couldn't finish.
Bernardo Silva has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Nunez. That's a little off target. Pirlo tries to pass it through. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And there is your opener. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And it's Ruben Neves. Tries from a long way out. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Madrid really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Batistuta. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Nunez.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Batistuta. Bernardo Silva. Hakimi.
Such good technique. Madrid certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now he's running away. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Azar. Bernardo Silva is always scanning the pitch for targets.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking to play him in. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
With the owner of a
Madrid
blue car
unable to get back
parked
onto
outside
level
the stadium
terms
gate,
before half-time.
kindly remove
They
it,
trail
as it is
1-0.
about to be towed away.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So off we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. That's an imaginative... Gets his head on it! Harmlessly behind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. Well read, nice interception. Madrid
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Pull it. Hakimi. That has been cut short. It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. And he's chosen to go back. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Hakimi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
He is through here! And a chance! Oh, it's come loose.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, well played, well played.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And this is Batistuta. Shoots! Oh, good finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Dembele.
The two coaches
Number
are
21,
signalling changes here, both at the same
Batistuta.
time.
Number 9.
Arsenal are sitting. Big chance! And that's a good finish. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
That's a good foot in there.
2 added minutes.
This
have been
usually is the
indicated.
time teams go into conservation mode. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's it. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've
And
seen?
we come to you
Madrid
now with a quick
absolutely
request
shocking
for
here.
support from
Shockingly
our charity
porous
fund,
down the middle,
Chance in
which was
Football.
painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about, a painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque
Hello,
evening here.
everybody, and
A clear
welcome to
night,
today's
all the
match.
ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
And this is Dembele. Deftly away. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And it's Azar. Can he finish? Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Threads one in. That is good alertness. Nice, ended up in no man's land. Neymar.
Neymar made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Collar. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bernardo Silva. Neymar. Dembele. Oh, what a ball! And Messi! There it is! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Van Dijk with a fine tackle.
Really well played, he read that perfectly.
Aimed beyond the defence. He is through here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Messi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Looking for options for movement. He's got away. And the shot! Well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Oh, good effort! He will be livid with himself.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Messi. And that has been cleared. That's really well cleared. And they're quick to get it back. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ruben Neves makes the interception. Pele. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Bernardo Silva ventures forward. Neymar defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Ruben Neves. Now it's Dembele. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. Al-Sadd have the chance to go the other way. And this is Pele! That's a shade optimistic. Schlotterbeck. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Messi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neymar. Played in by and a header! Same attempt, same outcome. It threatens little.
Al-Sadd really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. And it's Azar. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been
Great
found in key
advertisement for our
areas with
sport.
relative ease
Sad in a
will
way
be
that
a real concern. Something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Mohamed Salah. Number 13,
Madrid get the second half started.
coming on the field. Number 20, Sane.
Dembele.
Number 9, Rashford.
Van Dijk clears. That'll be a throw-in. Bernardo Silva. Closing in on goal. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And he's heaved it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Bernardo Silva. And this is Messi. And this is Batistuta.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Madrid have reclaimed it. Messi. Bernardo Silva. And here's Dembele. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ruben Neves, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival. It's a loose ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling... Ruben Neves! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Substitution in progress.
Madrid choosing to make the first change. And it's Robertson. Cross from Robertson. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Costa Curta.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Bebeto. Almost an hour gone. And he's picked out the run. He's shifting through the gears here. Played in by Robertson. And he's there to clear it. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Robertson. He's in a great position here. He tries a shot! And that's in! And the comeback is complete! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
I think this is just brilliant, the way he lost his marker there, Peter, throwing the dummy and then he was away. Look how fast he is over the first 5 yards. They were never going to catch him.
Marcus Rashford.
Al-Sadd with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, good-looking ball. Looking for the run. And this is Pele. He's picked his way through. And that would have been some goal.
Pele can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And it's Xabi Alonso. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ruben Neves. Can he get on the end of this? Good ball over the top. He's big chance! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Now it's Owen.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Kohler really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cafu running with the ball. Kohler. That's going wide left. Pele. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to pass it through. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Good effort from distance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 3 minutes.
Good
added
chance
time.
here! Lacking in accuracy. Great vision. That looks a cracking ball. He's found... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Leroy Sané.
Al Sadd look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
That's that, the end. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Good
added
chance
time.
here! Lacking. Shocking inaccuracy. Inaccuracy. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini. Gets his head on it! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. And the pass is intercepted. Kirkchu. Mendes made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tanucci showing great feet there. Floated through. Shot a goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tanucci kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kukcu is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. Driven, goes for the header! Tanucci getting this one clear. No, he refuses to take the bait. And he's in on goal. Somerslide! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
After 32 minutes is number 7, Somerslide.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's bustling through here! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mateus. Played into space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Robertson. There he goes, motoring forward.
Well played and well cleared.
It's Pele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This possibly the last play of the half. Maldini gets it away. Oh, what has happened here? That's going to go a long way. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
It is now time for our special
To attack on the first 45 minutes.
Al-Sadd will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity.
The glass is either half
get
full
their
or
equaliser.
half empty.
This isn't bad at all.
Al-Sadd are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Soberslide. Number 21.
The second half then, just
Mohamed
getting going.
Salah. Coming on the field.
Al-Sadd clearly
Number
have been the better side here.
Rashford.
So if I was to say
Number
anything to
20,
them, it would be
Sané.
just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's Rashford. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Al-Sadd do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And here's Cruyff. And here's Kukçu. And no, he's seen through all of that. And he cuts out the supply. Spread it left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Maldini gathers from the goal kick. Now that's well seen too. Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rashford is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Al-Sadd perhaps contemplating their next change here. Rashford finding himself in space. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Al-Sadd have their second corner now. Pele with the short one. And he whips it in.
That's good defensive concentration.
Persib Bandung have the chance to go the other way. Cafu. That'll be a throw-in. Now he's got space here.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And he's there to get it away. Xabi Alonso cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
He's in plenty of space here. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Rashford! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Marcus Rashford.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Now it's Cruyff.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Kirkchu takes a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Ended up in no man's land. Nuno Mendes. Well seen. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
And now
What a
I'd just
turnaround.
like to read
Victory
out
from the
our fan
jaws
club
of
members who are
defeat.
celebrating their
Enjoy that, Jim.
birthdays today.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just...
Now
What a
I'd just
turnaround.
like to read
Victory
out
from the
our fan
jaws
club
of
members who are
defeat.
celebrating their
Enjoy that, Jim.
birthdays.
He badly needs some help here.
He's in plenty of space here. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Rashford! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This... Might just do it! Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, he may share a surname with one of the most famous of all Japanese footballers, but this Nakata is a very different type of player, I think.
Yeah, certainly less glamorous, I would say, Peter, but no less important.
Bit of an unsung hero?
Yeah, that describes him perfectly. He's not going to produce fancy tricks or defence-splitting passes, but he
takes a shot! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
After 7 minutes is number 8.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well timed, excellent interception. Out for a throw. Searching pass is played there. Short changes him with that pass. He's being urged to shoot. They've got to be quick to recover this. And it's Robertson, looking for the far post. Saliba can get it clear. Not the most accurate pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Cafu. Soboslai. And the finish! He lifts the roof! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
After 20 minutes is number 8. Substitution in progress.
Paris Saint-Germain can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy...
Oh, he's been caught on! It's Pele! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Pele really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Van Dijk does well not to be outdone there. Now it's Van Basten. Robertson deals with that comfortably.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's good running with the ball. Oh, that's well done, really robust. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. No second thought, a straight red card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Paris Saint-Germain are down to 10 men. Now the free. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. That pass been well intercepted. Mohamed Salah powering forward here. Some good work on the right flank here. No foul, says the referee. That's a lovely, neat pass. Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Knocks it into space. He'll try from this. Oh, he's hit the bar.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Saliba gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. Oh, what a ball! He's found a way through. Pele! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
today.
at this stage.
Please watch the screen for train departure
Madrid's
times from
firmly
all
in
local
control at
major
the break.
stations.
2-0 the scoreline. The scoreline.
Substitutions taking place.
Down to business again. And here's Van Basten. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Good running, strong and purposeful. And that pass isn't the best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Pele being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Some resolute defending there. He's shifting through the... Pele! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested. Oh, what a mistake! And he's in, must be! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Pele. Number 21, Mbappe. Number 18,
Rijkaard.
Mohamed Salah. Number 22,
It's Ronaldinho.
Messi. Coming on the field, number 13,
Nicely shaped
Rashford.
ball. Nasty words.
Number 24, Deli Olmo.
Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Raul.
And here's Rashford. And the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he could smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Raul, can he get it through? Ronaldinho, and they can counter here. Berbatov, that's a little off target. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. Now Berbatov, leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, some astute defending there. Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, that's fabulous. And the ball's come loose here. Now the ball in. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Madrid with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that's that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Szoboszlai voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Stay seated during the match. Thank you.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Number 24, Deli Olmo.
Madrid, perhaps. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a player...
Takes a shot! Goal! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. Schlotterbeck attempts a clearance. And the counter is on. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Totti is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Batistuta. Oh, there's the shot! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. McAllister. Filippo Inzaghi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Looking for options for movement. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Alexander-Arnold with the towering header! Ruben Neves. Oh, they could break here. Aimed beyond the defence. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Dembele! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And here's Messi. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they can counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Madrid and Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are right back within touch! You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Still behind by 2, is there a way back into this? And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ruben Neves. No way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a little off target. Dembele on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a 3rd.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Del Piero makes a dash for it. Del Piero. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Bernardo Silva. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. And it's Belletti. Here comes the cross. Del Piero. Bernardo Silva. Totti. And it's Del Piero. He's picked his way through. Belletti. Wriggles his way through. Del Piero. And this is Inzaghi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Real chance! And that's a tiny finish! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And that will be it. Madrid can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Dembele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
How would you sum up what we've... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Well, if there's one player that stands out in this lineup, it has to be Frank Lampard, a leader, a conductor, and on so many occasions a match winner, Jim.
Yeah, he'll have a critical role to play here, Peter. He's so important. I think he's going to occupy a centre position, starting as either a deep-line playmaker or central midfielder. But with such a good engine, you combine that with the creativity and the eye for goal, and I'm sure just about everything this team does will go through him.
Mbappe. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, he's bustling through here. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ruben Neves. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Lampard, looking here to chip it through. Schlotterbeck makes the interception. The ball's gone astray. Oh, sweet feet. It'll be a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Oh, well played.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, what a mistake! And he's found... And Batistuta! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
He's having a pop! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Batistuta. Zakaria. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Donadoni! We've got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew it.
Mbappe! That's another chance! And he makes no mistake! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now that's a fine challenge. And this is Dembele. That's put paid to the danger. And that is the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun. And Batistuta! Dispatched clinically. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid dragged themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Hazard. It's a good-looking delivery. Dembele! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Donadoni. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Hazard.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. And he'll shoot here! And he's there to belt it away. And it's Rijkaard. Decent shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. So close to drawing level.
Osimhen was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Corner number 2 then. He leaps for it! And he shoots! Corner number 3 coming up. Hazard with the short one. Nedved with the delivery. Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Flings in a header! And he has his goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Madrid really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Dani Olmo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Tries to pass it through. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now, can they get him away? That's a good... Goes for a shot! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
Please make sure to watch the
Well, how will we
screen
look
for
back?